to my channel. I'm going to be trying out a new palette today and honestly I am so excited. One of my favourite makeup brands, as you probably already know, is PLouise. But I have never tried any of their palettes before. I don't know why. They look really good but I've just never got around to buying them. I feel like it's because I'm just obsessed with buying their bases. Whenever I go on the site and see new colours I just have to get them. So I've not got around to actually buying any of the palettes yet. But I've finally got one. So I'm going to be trying out the PLouise Cancelled palette today. I feel like that's just made my camera go a really funny colour. This is quite different for me. I never go for like nudes and stuff. I think I've only got one or two palettes that are actually nude base. I prefer the much more bold and colourful ones. But for some reason this one is just standing out to me. It's absolutely huge, by the way. This palette is the biggest palette I own. It's so thick and bulky but like not in a bad way. It just feels very luxurious. When you open it up you get like this little flap inside that protects the colours. Packaging is honestly beautiful. And these are the colours inside. So it is like a very nude palette but I feel like it's a different kind of nude palette because you've still got options to do more different kind of looks. Like there's some orangey colours, some purpley colours. I just feel like there's such a variety. So even though I do struggle using more natural kind of colours, surely I'm going to be able to come up with some looks using this with how many different shades there is. I'm going to try to do 3 different looks in this video using this palette. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me because I'm much better at doing the more colourful, creative kind of looks. I'm just not used to using these kind of shades. So it's going to be different but I'm going to try my hardest. I think if I do 3 different looks I can try a few different styles and see what I can come up with using these more nude colours but still trying to be a little bit more creative. So I'm just going to quickly prime my eyes with the PLouise base. I think for my first look I'm going to try and do like a burnt orange smoky kind of eye. So I'm going to start off with the shade Mistakes. I'm going to put this in the outer part of my crease. So I can already tell that this is going to be really pigmented because that's just from like going in once with it. So I feel like it's going to build up really nicely. I'm then going to go in with the shade Hashtag. This palette's really heavy to hold up. I'm going to use this to blend out that first colour. These are blending really nicely so far and I know I've only got 2 colours down. I'm getting good feelings from it. I'm then going to go in with the shade Report. I'm going to use this to blend that out even more just to add another colour into the mix. I'm just going in with a clean fluffy brush to blend around the edges just to make sure it's blended really seamlessly. They have honestly blended beautifully. Very impressed with the formula so far. So I'm just going to go back in with those 3 colours just to build it up a little bit and make sure I've got my blend looking really nice. I mean it is looking nice already but I just like to make it look a little bit better. I feel like I want to bring that Report shade in a little bit more. I feel like because I've used it to blend out the shadows, I feel like it just doesn't stand out as much as I want it to. Not in a bad way because it's blended these colours out really well, but as in I want to bring the yellow more into it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the leftover PLouise base that's on this fluffy brush and press it into that inner corner just to clean it up slightly. And then I'm going to use the shade Report again and I'm going to take it in the inner part of my crease this time. I'm also going to try and pack this Report colour into this inner corner. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Media and I'm going to pack this into the centre of my eye. And then just blending the shadows around it into each other. I feel like I may need to add some sort of liner. I don't know if it's going to look a little bit too boring without. I'm not used to just doing like a smoky eye with nothing, like to make it stand out more. Especially not used to keeping it matte, but I do think it looks quite nice. So I'm not too sure what to do. Decided I'm going to go with liner because just why not? So I'm going to use my PLouise Crisp Finish Paint in the shade Smoking Hot. I didn't really think about this, that's blending in too much with them shadows. I told you I'm not very good at these kind of looks. I've added some mascara and lashes honestly just make everything look better, don't they? I was questioning myself before I put them on, but now I actually do quite like it. Obviously I'm loving how the eyeshadows are working. It's just a different kind of look for me, but I do quite like it once I've got these lashes on. I have kind of covered up that liner that I put on now, which is a little bit annoying, but overall I think it's looking a lot better. So I'm just gonna go off camera and do it off my face makeup. That usually brings the look together even more as well, and then I'll come back and finish off the eyes. I've gone from not really feeling this makeup look to now kind of loving it. I feel like it's turning into like a really nice wearable glam kind of makeup look. So I'm gonna finish off under the eyes by doing the same steps that I did on the top, just doing them underneath instead. So using the same colours to blend out that first half and then putting the yellow in the inner part. I think I'm actually going to try a lip liner in my waterline because I want like a nice brown liner there, and the only brown I have is lip liner. So I'm going to use my Morphe lip liner in the shade Bite Me. I have sharpened it so it's fresh to put on my eyes. That's gone okay, I can work with it. I'm then going to use Bite Me and use it for its actual intended purpose. I'm going to use this small lip liner. And then I'm going to use this Smoking Hot Paint again. I think that's actually a really nice lip colour and it matches perfectly with the eyeshadow. I was going to keep it fully matte, but I feel like I need a little bit of inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to use my Beauty Bay highlight in the shade B, which is the highlight I used on my face. I'm just going to put a little bit of this into my inner corner and a tiny bit on my brow bone as well. So this is the first makeup look finished. It's actually turned out really nice and wearable. It's like a wearable glam makeup look. I've said it before, but a lot of the makeup looks I do on my channel I wouldn't actually leave the house in because I do them a little bit too bold and colourful, but this is something that I genuinely would leave the house in. I think it looks really nice. Colours are gorgeous, they've blended really nicely. So far I am impressed with the palette. I'm definitely not having a good brow day today. I should have just kept the same brows on from the last look because these look even worse. I don't understand how people make soap brows look so nice and easy because they just seem to look a little bit of a mess on me. So I've got an idea for this second look. I don't have a clue whether it's actually going to work or not. I feel like if it does, it'll look really nice. I want to use some of the lighter nude colours in a more creative kind of way. So I've got an idea. I'll see if it works. I'm going to use this PLouise base in the shade Cute in Coral. And I'm going to use this as a base to put the shadows on. So to try and make it a little bit more creative, I'm going to try and draw out like a graphic kind of shape so I can put the shadows onto it and it looks like a graphic nude eyeshadow kind of look. That probably does not make any sense at all, so I'll just do it. I will clean that up afterwards once I've put the shadow on. There's no point in me doing it now. I might as well wait until I've got the shadow down and then I'll clean it up and make it a straight line. I'm just going to pat that into place so that it sets down a little bit more to get rid of any creases in it. I think I've got that looking equal enough. So I'm going to go in with the shade Rumour and I'm going to press this into the first part of where I've put that base. For a lighter colour that's gone on really pigmented, I tend to find that colours like that don't usually really show up on me, but that's gone on really nicely. I actually really like that. I think I'm then going to go in with the shade Broadcast. I'm going to place this next to that first colour and blend them together. I've literally barely had to do anything to blend them two colours together. I think that's one of my favourite things about this palette so far. They're just really easy to blend. I'm going to go with the shade Censored and do the exact same with this shade. So I'm trying to get slightly darker with every colour I put down. And then finally I'm going to go in with the shade Leaked. I'm just going to put this in the outer part. I am a little bit obsessed with this eyeshadow look. I feel like it's looking so nice and it's so simple as well. All I've done off camera is clean up the edges a little bit. I used a makeup wipe to get a straight edge, and then I've added some mascara and lashes as well. So yeah, I'm just going to go and do my face makeup again, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do underneath my eyes because I don't really know, to be honest. I'm loving how it's looking and I don't want to end up ruining it. Honestly, the only thing that's making me not like this at the minute is the eyebrows. Everything else looks so nice. Why did I have to ruin my eyebrows? The eyeshadows turned out so good. I think I'm just going to use the same colours and put them on my lower lash line as well. So starting with the darker and then going to the lighter like I have on the top. I want to try and keep it as close to the lash line as I can because I don't want it to be like really blown out and smoky. I really like that. I think it looks nice. You know what? I'm just going to do the same as the last look and use a lip liner for my waterline again. It turned out alright. I'm going to use another Morphe one, but I'm going to use it in the shade Sweet Tea. And then I'm just going to use that same lip liner on the lips as well. I can't do matte lips again, my lips are just so dry. I'm going to use my Peaches and Cream lip gloss in the shade Bambi. So this is the second makeup look finished. I've not even done the third one yet and I already know this one is my favourite. Absolutely love how this has turned out. I just love that it's more of like a creative kind of style of eyeshadow, but it's still really wearable because of the colours. This is another one that I actually would leave the house wearing. Literally all of the colours that I've used so far have blended really nice. I've not had any issues and they're all really pigmented. I feel like for nudes these are so pigmented. I can't believe I'm actually managing to do all 3 looks in one day. I usually have to spread it out over a couple of days to do these kind of videos. This is what being pregnant and not being able to sleep at night does to you because I was up so early this morning. At least it means I'm being more productive. I feel like my brows have gone a little bit better this time as well. Also, the good thing about using this palette is that it's not staining my eyes. Usually when I use more colourful palettes I can only really do 1 look a day because it stains my eyes too much. My eyes are starting to get a little bit sore now though, so I don't know how well this one's going to go. I think for this last look I want to use the more berry purpley kind of tones. So I'm going to start off with the shade Fiction. I'm going to pack this into my crease. I'm then going to go in with the shade Tacky and I'm going to blend this above the first colour. I feel like you can't really tell much difference between those colours when you blend them together. They are quite similar colours. I think I'm going to go in with the shade Scandal as my lightest blending colour. Then once again just going in with a clean brush around the edges to blend it out. I don't need to keep saying it, but honestly if every palette blended as well as this does, I feel like it would be a lot easier to do makeup because this is blending beautifully. I'm not usually very good at doing like smoky kind of eyes, but I feel like I'm actually doing an okay job at this. I'm just going to go back in with all of them 3 colours as always. Build it up and make sure it's blended really nicely. I'm going to do a cut crease. I've not done one yet in this video, so I might as well. So I'm going to use my PLouise blank canvas. I always make sure I go in with like a fluffy flat kind of brush and pat over the blank canvas just to make sure that it sets in place and don't crease. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that Fiction shade. I'm just going to press this on the edge of the blank canvas just to blend it in. I've just realised I've not tried any of the shimmers yet, which is weird for me because they're usually the first kind of colours that I'm drawn to. I don't really know why I've not tried them because they do look really nice, especially the shade Publish. That looks gorgeous. I'm going to go with the shade Gossip though because I feel like this will match the look better. I'm going to pack this into the centre of that cut crease. That's gone on really nice. It's like a subtle kind of shimmer. It's not really intense in your face, but it's definitely got like a shimmer to it. It's also really pigmented as well. I feel like the inner part of that cut crease just needs brightening up a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Drama. This is just a bright white, so hopefully it's just going to brighten it up a little bit. Definitely shouldn't have done that, it looked better before. I'm just going to try and blend that out a little bit because I don't like that. If anything, this white is just like a little bit too pigmented for what I'm wanting. I should have gone in with a different shade. It's a good white, don't get me wrong. I never usually find whites this pigmented, so that's a good thing. It's just because I wasn't expecting it. I didn't really want it that white. I was worried that this look was going to be a little bit too boring, but I actually really like how it's turning out. It's like a really nice wearable going out kind of makeup look. I would 100% wear this on a night out. I may have changed my mind. This could possibly be my favourite look I've done today. I don't know, I feel like I've just loved all of them. But I am really liking this. I'm going to do the same as I have done for the last two looks and use the same colours that I've used on the top and blend them underneath as well. So for this it's Fiction, Tacky and Scandal. I feel like I want to add something a little bit extra to it. This probably won't be to everyone's taste. I feel like most people would rather me just leave it like this. I think I'm going to add some purple into my waterline. I might be making a mistake here, but I can easily just take it off if it looks stupid. So I'm going to use my PLouise Acid Rain paint in the shade Ibiza. I like that, I feel like it looks nice. It's not too intense, I just feel like it's a subtle brightening up of the eyes. And then for my lips, I'm going to use my Morphe lip liner in the shade Chippy. And then I'm going to use my Peaches and Cream lip gloss in the shade Babe. So this is the final makeup look finished. I've just taken a picture and I don't think the purple in the waterline translates as well in the picture as what I feel like it does in real life. So I think it looks really nice, but I just don't think it looked as nice on the picture. We'll just have to see, I might change my mind on that. But overall, I really like this makeup look. I feel like this could definitely be my first makeup look that I wear on like my first night out after lockdown and after having the baby. I just absolutely love it. It's definitely like a night out kind of glam. I'm quite impressed at myself because I feel like my wearable glam looks don't usually go this well. So my final thoughts on this palette. I'm not gonna lie to you, I absolutely love it. I didn't think I'd ever love like a nude natural kind of palette as much as I love this one. Like I said, I'm not very good at like the more natural kind of makeup looks, but this just makes it so easy. Every colour that I've used has blended beautifully. Obviously I've not used all of them, but from the colours that I have used, they have been amazing. It's making me really want to get some more PLouise palettes, because if their bright colourful palettes blend as nice as this one does, I would get some good makeup looks out of them. I can honestly say I think this is going to become one of my most used palettes for more of like a wearable kind of makeup look. Hopefully this is going to make me be a little bit more adventurous on like a day-to-day rather than just putting a bit of bronzer through my crease. Hopefully I can start being a little bit more adventurous with this palette. I've proved that I can get some really nice wearable glam makeup looks using it, so hopefully this will help me with my more like daytime kind of looks as well. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. I think it's 100% worth its money. It's got such a variety of different shades, so I just feel like it's the perfect palette to have really. Absolutely love it. I'm definitely going to get my use out of it. I really hope you've liked this video. Let me know down below which has been your favourite makeup look. Also, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have liked it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!